Hello YouTube. I'm gonna do a deck profile on the deck that I'm gonna be running for March 2011 for the new format. A lot was changed, so I had to switch off of Black Wings. Deck was getting kind of boring for me anyway. Just one way to win, and I was never really a big fan of that. So as you can see, Chaos Sorcerer, Formula Synchron. This is the old side deck. I guess I'll just go through the main deck first. Okay, so maining two, not three, Chaos Sorcerers. Um, Three, I noticed I played a long time ago, and when Chaos Sorcerer was originally three, and it was a dead draw then, which means it'll be a dead draw now. If it was a dead draw 5 years ago, it's going to be a dead draw now. So two is more than enough, especially if the new priority changing, rule changings happen, then they won't even be as good as they are now. But two Chaos Sorcerer. Gorz, just a really good against any deck. Lightsworn, Six Samurai, everything. Gorz is always good to have, and especially in a Synchron deck. It's really a good idea to use Gorz. 1, 2, 3 Dopple Warriors. This is the star of this deck. He's in charge of all the combos that are made possible by the deck. Everything revolves around this guy right here and all the other Synchrons. I'm going to leave one over here to demonstrate some of the combo potential. 3 Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron is, again, a very good card. Comboed with Dopple Warrior, either reviving him or by using him to special summon after reviving something else, I can make a lot of synchro magic happen. So 3 junks. I'll put another junk over here to show more of the combos later. 3 Thunder King Rai Ohs. Proxy the last one for now. Thunder King Rai Oh. The 1900 attack. Light fits the Chaos theme. The effect is always good. Amazing call of the haunted target to lock out a lot of stuff. Turns Machina Gear Frame into mush. Amazing card. Should run 3 in any Chaos deck. He replaced the way DD Warrior Lady used to be it. Now 2 Debris Dragons. Would have been 3, but ban list put a lock right over here. So 2 Debris Dragon. I'll put in one of them over here. He's big part of the combo. 2 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler will replace Book of Moons in most people's deck. This locks up so many plays. Black Rose Dragon. The X-Saber Highlight. X-Saber Golems. Nope, nothing. Chaos Sorcerer, Chaos. I could keep going on and on. How many cards did this card stuns? Scrap Dragon. It's ridiculously good. I'll leave 1 Veiler here. 2 Snowman Eater. These are great targets with Debris Dragon, as we all know, and also it just has a really large backside. It has a large amount of defense, and it's very hard for that to be gotten over by almost anything. So 2 Snowman Eater, but they probably will be replaced by Doom Caliber Knights when I can get my hands on them. 1 Teched in Battle Fader. Why Battle Fader, you may be asking? How many OTK decks are there? Or that's the entire meta, is OTK. Everything is about how fast you can go. Lightsworns, Six Samurai, Scraps, Karakuris could OTK, Black Wings, we get the whole point. Fish OTK. Fader, give you a turn. Dark Hole in the game, amazing. And another 1-star to make the synchro magic happen. 1 DD Sprite. Combos tremendously with Dopple Warrior tokens. Combos tremendously with Dandy Warrior tokens. Ridiculous combo with Mind Control. Just a great card. 1-star tuner, untapped potential, light, so it fits the theme. Just a good card for this deck. 1 Dandelion. Obviously, Dandy is, very famous card. 2 locks from the ban list over here. Can only run 1 now. So Dandelion is my 1-of card that helps produce a lot of tokens, and of course just wreaks havoc. It's even just a stall, if anything. It's a wonderful card. And of course, final monster, Glow Up Bulb. Glow Up Bulb is a wonderful engine to make a ton of synchros happen, and especially with Dopple Warrior and so many other things. I'm going to put Glow Up Bulb over here to show what some combos can do. So I'm going to show you the spells and magics now, the spells and traps. We'll start, of course, Dark Hole, self-explanatory. Foolish dumps Dandy and other 1-star tuners, which is the main point of the deck. Giant Trunade, great card to get those back rows off your mind. Mind Control, just broken. This card does not need to be in the game. This is a change of heart, the way stuff's played now. Monster Reborn, self-explanatory. 2 mystical Space Typhoons. Too much Gravekeepers, too much 6 Sams, too many things that need to be destroyed, and Space Typhoon does that. 1 for 1. We all know the combos that can be done, and tons of 1-star monsters. 2 Pot of Avarice. The graveyard gets filled with synchros very quickly. And a Rhoda. The targets are Junk Synchron and Dopple Warrior. Those aren't in the hand. The deck is slowed down tremendously, so Rhoda helps speed up the process. Now, for the trap lineup, Call of the Haunted. Underrated card. You know, a lot of people think it's slow. I think it's actually faster than other stuff. It's slow in terms of its activation, but the speed of the combos you can do with it are unmatched. Even Limit Reverse cannot match what Call of the Haunted can do. Dimensional Prison, much better card for me than Bottomless Trap Hole, because, or even at some point Solemn Warning if this new priority ruling takes effect. Dimensional Prison gets over a lot of stuff. Stardust Dragon, Shooting Star Dragon, anything that can negate. It's a really good card to get rid of stuff that you don't want to be around, even in the graveyard. D-Prison is a wonderful card. So 1 of Mirror Force, self-explanatory, must be run in every deck. Otherwise, you're leaving your opponent with an advantage over you. 1 Solemn Judgment, self-explanatory as well. Torrential Tribute, again, must have. And 2 Trap Stun, which is going to be a staple with Book at 1 now. So 2 Trap Stun in the main. Now, I'll show the extra deck. The extra deck consists of 15 all synchros, the fusions in the side deck, 3 Formula Synchron. If this went down in any number, this deck would be slowed tremendously. 1 Armory Arm. Use him usually to climb the ladder, but I could always try to go for the Colossal OTK. Ally of Justice, Catastor, staple. Junk Warrior will combo with Dopple Warrior very well. I'm going to leave him over here. Magical Android. This will become Tech Genus Hyper Librarian later on in the format. Even though it's a light and it does fit the theme well, so good. Brionac, of course. Iron Chain Dragon. Debris Dragon target. Black Rose Dragon. Good. Still a great card. Even with a lot of other stuff being played. Debris Dragon quickly into Black Rose. No reason to not run it. Plus, he's the only 7 at the moment. I don't have a Gungnir yet. Colossal Fighter, of course, just versus Samurais, he's almost unstoppable. It will remain the extra deck even with Trishula. Dark End Dragon can be made with my Gorz token and Glow Up Bulb very easily, and he will become Trishula later on. Scrap Dragon should be used in every extra deck. Stardust Dragon and Shooting Star Dragon, the big player in the game. The big player in the extra deck. So now, I'll quickly just run through the side deck. Just really quickly. 2 Breaker the Magical Warriors. Fits the theme of Light and Dark. And the 1900 is good, and getting rid of the spells and traps. Especially Necro Valley and Gateway of the Six, very important. 2 DD Crow should be self-explanatory why DD Crow is run. Cyber Dragon, of course, to shut down almost any machine deck can just be shut down immediately by Cyber Dragon, and of course Chimera Fute Tech Fortress. 2 Kinetic Soldier, way too good against Sams not to be run in 2s. 1 Puppet Plant, it's a little bit situational, which is why I'm only running 1. My Body as a Shield, very important with 1 book. And Trap Stun gonna be mained everywhere. 2 Noblemen of Crossout to shut down the spy plays. Lightning Vortex, amazing card against Gladiator Beasts and a lot of other decks. Just mass removal is always good. I understand it doesn't hit face downs, but most people don't set anything. You know, there's too many contradictions in that argument. Dust Tornado, never bad. Starlight Road, never bad. And Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, which is switched in against Machinas and Karakuris. Now on to the combos of the deck. Okay, I'll keep out Shooting Star Dragon, Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, and I'll keep the whole extra deck, just very handy. Now, in hand, I have in the graveyard, this is very, very plausible to happen. Glow Bulb in the graveyard, Debris Dragon, Dopple Warrior in hand. That's not a very odd thing to have happen. Glow Bulb's live in the graveyard. Summon Debris Dragon, specials back Glow Up Bulb in attack mode, and when Glow Up Bulb comes back, that can trigger the Dopple Warrior in my hand, special summon Dopple Warrior. Dopple Warrior is synchroed for 6 into Iron Chain Dragon. Grab out Iron Chain. And when Dopple Warrior is sent to the graveyard for a synchro material monster, I can special summon 2 Dopple tokens. So, I special summon 2 Dopple tokens. I synchro. I go for Formula. I draw a card. Now I see what I have. Now, I can either mill the card to special Glow Bulb, I can later on go for Trishula with these 6, or I can go for Scrap Dragon and have 1 bullet ready, which is the other Dopple token. Or, I can just mill a card. I can special bag Glow Bulb, do another Formula. Now I have lost no field advantage, no hand advantage, because I spent 2 cards, Dopple Warrior and Debris Dragon, and I drew back 2. And Formula number 1 and Iron Chain can become Stardust Dragon, and Formula number 2 and Stardust Dragon can become a pretty much free Shooting Star Dragon. And no Dopple tokens on the field to get wiped up. That is one of the many, many, many ways this deck can get to Shooting Star Dragon. Now, Shooting Star Dragon isn't the end-all, be-all of monsters, and I'm not going to try to fool myself into saying that once Shooting Star Dragon's in the field, the duel is over. But he is quite a pain for most decks to get over. Okay, so now Dopple Warrior's in the graveyard, and I will special summon. I will normal summon next turn Junk Synchron. Junk Synchron specials back Dopple Warrior in defense mode. So I will synchro Junk Synchron and Dopple Warrior. And for Junk Warrior. Junk Warrior. And now, when Junk Warrior is synchro summoned, it gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 or lower monsters on the field. That is a mandatory effect. So that is Chain Link 1. Now I can choose to activate Dopple Warrior's effect. So then I activate Dopple Warrior's effect. I get back 2 tokens, which are 400 attack each, 1 star. 400, 400, 800. Junk Warrior is instantly 3,100. And if the calculator's on the field, which I don't use, that is a 8,000 attack OTK, 3-card OTK, which is definitely a plausible thing to run. The calculator's alright. So Junk Warrior, and that can get you over Scrap Dragon. Scrap Twin Dragon can get you over Judgment Dragon. 1 card can get you over a lot of stuff. And Dark Arm Dragon, I could just keep going on and on of how many usable cards Junk Warrior can just suddenly get over. And then, if you have a Glow Bulb in the graveyard, or if you have a DD Sprite in hand, you can then, after having the Major League attack, you get DD Sprite, you remove from play a token, special DD Sprite, Synchro, Formula, attack, next turn, you have a Formula Synchron on the field, and a Black Rose Dragon play ready to happen once he ends, and there's a lot of plussing. So, that's just the general idea behind the Dopple Chaos deck, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll post a deck list whenever I get the time. I'll post it up on in the comment section, and I'll post a link to my Pojo page. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care.